morning, guys. This video today is going to be on how to handle driving in traffic. I'm currently on I-65 South, almost into Nashville. Basically, I'm in on the north side of Nashville right now. But yeah, it's going to be kind of just driving in this video and just watching the road and dealing with the traffic, because sometimes it can get pretty bad up here in Nashville. Not like some cities like in New York City or other bigger cities or Atlanta or something, but it does get pretty ugly and people react the same way. It doesn't matter what big city you're in. They act and drive the same way. They'll be out here and they just drive crazy. So today's going to be some pointers and tips on how to drive in traffic. So as you can see, the speed limit right now is 70 miles an hour. It'll go down a little bit, but the speed limit is 70. I'm doing what the truck can do, 65, 66 miles an hour. As you can see, I'm not really worried about what everybody else is doing. You'll see at some point people start jumping in and out and switching lanes constantly, just trying to get ahead. You know, you'll have that one guy who's speeding, and like that guy right there. That one guy or girl who's speeding and they're just going way too fast for the traffic conditions. So what I like to do personally, I like to try to stay in like one of the middle lanes. And my reasoning for that is, one, I can avoid being too close to the exits. Like as you see right there, you have the two exit onlys right there. You know, sometimes people will cut across, and or sometimes the exits can be backed up, and you know those traffic lanes will actually be almost basically at a complete stop, and everything else is moving. If you ride in the lane right next to them, what you're thinking is probably right. They're going to jump out in front of you, because you might have a person in that lane who doesn't want to get off at that exit. They're just stuck in that line, and they're just going to look 1 second and they're just going to dart out, and that's all it takes. So I typically like to stay, you know, 1 or 2 lanes away from that, but as long as I'm not in the far left lane, which usually is a HOV lane, which stands for high occupancy vehicle lane. And then the lane next to that, to the right of that, is usually a restricted lane for trucks. So like you'll have like sometimes like 4 or 5 lane highways, and like on a 5-lane highway, like 3 of the lanes the trucks can use and the other 2 they can't use. So yeah, like I said, I'm coming to Nashville in a second. As you can see the sign, exit 88. Well, that's exit 88 for 24 West. I'm going 24 East because I'm headed to Suwanee, Georgia. So as you can see all the brake lights up ahead. You don't want to wait till the last second to start gearing down. You want to go ahead and start doing it early. I like to ride with my Jake brake on. Helps slow me down. Start early. Also put your 4-ways on when you're coming up on this kind of stuff where it's just a dead standstill. It lets everybody know that, hey, traffic is at a standstill. Let me start breaking down early as well. Alright, now this is the part that I was really hoping to get across on this video. As you can see, the traffic is, with these lanes going into Nashville on 24, they're backed up. So what you want to do is basically come to a complete stop right here. What you want to do is, when you're driving, let's say when the traffic starts moving again, it may start moving at a pace where it's kind of just flowing. Keep a little bit of distance between you and the person in front of you. One, it's not so people can jump in between you and that person, although they are going to do it. It is so, you know, when the pace is going, you're rolling, you might be going 15, 20, 25 miles an hour. If there comes a sudden stop, you'll have a chance to react. If you're riding that person in front of you, and the 18-wheeler especially, you're not going to have a chance to stop. So keep a tad bit of space. Also, let's say the traffic is flowing at about 25, 30 miles an hour. Go ahead and you drive the truck at about just do about 5 miles an hour slower than what everybody else is going. So yeah, you're making your way down the road. People will jump in front of you, but they're also going to keep on creating that spacing, that interval of space between themselves and you. Listen, that guy's Jake brake. Hopefully he'll do it again. Nice. Yes. Nice Peterbilt 379. The 8-inch straight pipes. But anyway, keep the intervals. Keep that interval of space between you and the vehicle in front of you. As you can see, I can get way up on the. I can catch up to this skateboard in front of me, flatbed. Skateboard meaning flatbed because the trailer. I love a Jake brake. Their trailer looks like a skateboard. But yeah, keep a little bit of interval of space between you two. But yeah, and just ride it out. Also, another tip, when the traffic does start to pick up and you know, it seems as if it's wanting to speed up, that's not an indication of you needing to get in the gears and, you know, ride the piss out the truck and hurry up and speed up as well. That is definitely not what that means. Proceed with caution, because let's say you start thinking the traffic is flowing fast. Oh man, okay, we finally get a break through this. You start rolling fast, they're going to come to a complete halt again. It's basically an accordion effect. You're going to come to a complete halt, and then next thing you know, you're going to have to ride your brakes. You're going to have to ride your brakes really hard again, because, well, you were speeding. Well, not necessarily speeding, but going too fast for what you should have been doing. Oh man, look at that wreck over there. Looks like about a 3 or 4 truck pileup. That whole left side is shut down over there. I'll twist the lens a little bit so you can see it, but no, I'm not holding camera for somebody that's probably going to go, he's holding the camera and driving. I'm not holding a camera and driving. I have a special mount for it that holds it in place, so I don't have to hold it. I was grinding that gear. I did want to go in the 4th, so I just went ahead and brought it back down to 5th. Now I'm going to go in the 4th. Alright. So, yep, like I said, everybody else is kind of moving along past you. Just keep a nice spacing between you and the vehicle in front of you. In my case, it's this truck, this flatbed. Keep that nice spacing in between you and just ride it on out. Nashville traffic it sucks. Especially over here where you have 24 and 65 meet, because they'll meet up and they'll merge together and then they'll separate. And then you also have, I believe, I-40, if I'm not mistaken. I believe 40 runs through as well. Yeah, 40 does. Interstate 40 is going to run through as well. So yeah, it's just a big cluster. It's a big Charlie Foxtrot. Any of you prior military people know what that means. Charlie Foxtrot. It's just a mess. So yeah, but that's all this video is going to be about. Maintaining your spacing, driving safely, not trying to be in a rush, and just being patient. Ride with the Jake brake on. Keep the space. Don't speed. And just have to have patience. Alright. Guys, have a good day. Now, I'm not going to sit and make a video of 20 or 30 or 40 minutes or so of just driving in traffic. Everybody's been in traffic before at some point in their life, so you can imagine it and just apply whatever I said, and figure out some tips that work for you, that don't involve you, you know, getting in an accident. All right, guys, have a great day.